What if, just spitballing here, what if the Double Door Sunday Sessions was just the start and live performances started to happen on the occasional Saturday night? That topic gets floated in this episode, and this episode is all about curation and community. Here's podcast host and Double Door co-owner, Sean Mulroney.
Hey guys, it's another one of these. I think this is our 11th podcast live from the new Double Door location. And we have a little different lineup as podcastees, podcastors. Hosts. Oh, we're hosts. We're hosts.
Yes.
So we have a different lineup of hosts. As you can see to my left is an adorable young girl.
And here I am. I'm James Van Ostel.
Well, you're to my right.
Oh.
So at any rate, Mac here is we're gonna get a little bit into her story and why she's sitting at the table. But I was getting ready for this, trying to think what's happened at Double Door in the last couple of weeks. We had to jump off Super Bowl because it was Super Bowl and what I thought was an interesting halftime. We could talk about that. The halftime of the Super Bowl. I thought it was a spectacle win. It was one of the best ever produced. All those guys were guys that I bought records when I first moved to Chicago, which says how old they are too. But I thought it was kind of cool. So I'm thumbs up from Sean on the halftime show. They weren't Prince, but by golly, that was pretty cool. That said, not a lot has gone on with respect to what's happening with the actual facility of Double Door, but it's about to go balls out. Couple of reasons. We're getting our arms wrapped around the fundraising. We've applied. There's a new grant. Those of you guys that are out there in cultural world, check it out. There's a new grant with the city of Chicago. I think they have over $1 billion set aside for neighborhoods in need, most of which are the southwest side. But Uptown here is one that qualifies. So we're hopeful that happens. We certainly have the support from the Chamber of Commerce and our wonderful Alderman James Kappelman. So that paperwork thing took quite a bit of work and effort, and that's working its way through the city, but cross your fingers for us. But what that does mean is that our architects are getting closer every day to finalizing that. We're going to start the permit process. We're looking at more fun ways to do fun stuff here and take advantage of this beautiful, beautiful place. One of which, this is a poll out there. I posted it on the Double Door site, but what would you guys think about a Saturday evening, not Saturday night, Saturday evening sessions with the Double Door crew and the best local bands in the world? And we're thinking, maybe something like 6 to 9, 7 to 10, something like that where, those of you who can't make Sundays get a chance to do that. So hit the Double Door site and let me know your thoughts. So there's a question pending there. And I think we'll keep Sundays because I love it. And it means that I can go home, go to bed after drinking here all day and not feel like crap on Monday, but it's Saturday night, doesn't have that problem. I don't know. I guess what we'll say, too, is that Pete is missing from the table today. Pete, he's the second best and second funniest, maybe actually third when James is here, which is every time. But Pete had a little rough night last night, and he called me on my way over here, and he goes, "Hey, Sean, I go, how you doing, Petey? Not good. I go, I got you. I got this one. He's like, I owe you. He has no idea what the term I owe you to Sean means. But I'm going to take full advantage of that. Pete went to a party at Garfield Park in the conservatory, which
lovely.
The guy who does it, I believe his name is John, Jon. I've worked with him in the past. He's an amazing promoter. John, if it's not John, I apologize. I'll look it up after I get off the podcast. But very professional, wonderful. And he decks that place out, and it's something to be seen. Sells out in minutes. I don't know where the next one is, so I really no good. But Pete suggested that it was a very good time, but for some reason or other, he's blaming it on his consumption of illicit materials that set him back for the day. I have a feeling it's just because he stayed up until now. But Pete's gone. So in Pete's place, we have Mac.
Hi, everyone.
And
thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you why Mac's here, and I'm going to let Mac tell you about Mac. So, Mackenzie. I know another Mackenzie, by the way.
Well, I'm Mac, so it works out, right?
I know, but I think it's an amazingly beautiful name.
Thank you. My brother gave it to me.
I was going there. This wasn't a competition. So anyway, part of the thing that Double Door's doing on these Sunday sessions and perhaps Saturday, we'll have to come up with Saturday sessions. Can't use that. We have to come up with something cool. There, you can vote on that too. Is that, I've been doing this booking thing for some time the guys who I work with have been doing it also for some time. Thank you for James Anazzo, still has his pulse on what's going on in this magical music city of Chicago. But there's a whole youth thing going on out there that maybe I'm not so familiar with. So I met Mac through a mutual friend, and she seemed to be not only excited but unbelievably knowledgeable in this burgeoning music scene that I'm going to know a lot about. So Mac, why don't you tell me about what you do, why you love music, who you are, and who's playing today?
All right. So I kind of got a random start in all of this. One day I went to my friend's show, who's actually playing the Fundamental Kink, and afterwards we were like, there's this other show, let's go to it. And they have since broken up, the other band, but they were phenomenal. And it was one of those nights where I was like, everybody come back to my place, let's have a house show. And it went all night. It was the most fun I've ever had. And ever since then, I just had a passion for that kind of thing. Everyone's just
Party
having
at home.
Exactly. Got in a little bit of in trouble, but now my landlord really likes me, so that's nice.
Pete's going to really like it. You do house parties till the wee hours?
Well, Sean, realistically, isn't what we're doing here with the Sunday sessions kind of like a house show?
It's exactly why Mac makes a lot of sense here today. But yeah, the whole thing is like, let's invite Chicago and music, bands, whoever. We're going to branch out from just bands, but there's so many good ones. I don't know when that's going to happen. But
we should do a comedy show. I've been thinking about that.
I'm in.
Let's do. Okay.
That would be awesome.
We could have opener comedian every time.
Yes.
Holy cow. This is what you call...
It's growing.
This is we're hashing out new ideas. Didn't mean to interrupt, but I need to hear more about how you pick these bands and what are you doing in this scene that old guys aren't familiar with yet?
That's a tough question.
Never mind, go ahead.
I don't know. I just got that.
You love music.
Exactly. I got that passion for just interacting with that kind of scene. I quickly learned that the Chicago underground scene is just going absolutely wild right now. There's so much talent there that I think that, crowds beyond that really need to see. They really deserve to be playing at venues.
So the scene you're talking about, where are these bands playing?
Houses, warehouses,
Old school punk,
skate parks. It is pretty old school, and that's what I like about it. I felt like I was never going to experience anything like that in this time.
It's happening again.
And it's happening again. I had a lot of people reach out to me when I released this lineup, and they're like, "This is really awesome that you're, getting people that are completely upholding the underground scene right now."
So
and that felt good.
What's the largest house party, venue event that you've booked?
It's hard to say. I'm kind of running around the whole time.
Running around. Okay,
probably up to like 200 people, I would say, which is that's pretty good.
That's if I were a band, I'd be happy to have 200 people play any day of the week in this. Being in Chicago is one of the most amazing music cities with the most amazing venue, radio support, advertising support, everything. But we are a fickle bunch, and it's. People find their niche and they go massive in that, but not a lot of people branch out to everything. I count myself lucky that all of my crew and my friends are the people like that, which is why they're my friends, that are willing to listen or try anything. So why don't you tell us a little bit about who's playing today and what we can expect and what they sound like, that kind of stuff.
So first we have the Fundamental Kink, and they've become some of my best friends in Chicago for sure. It's just a bunch of dudes who have been best friends for like over a decade.
A dude band.
Yep, one of those. And they were recording for a while. They took a little bit of stop to that because they really just wanted to improve their sound.
And it's expensive.
Yes, and it's extremely noticeable as well. Like I saw them about a year after I'd first seen them, and I was like, wow, like this is really incredible. Especially vocals, it's kind of hard to start with a vocalist, and they get improve so much over that amount of time. That's what I really like about them. They also just have this kind of loyal following that continues to grow, and they're very involved with their fan base, and it's kind of just a Chicago underground stronghold for sure.
Organic kind of thing.
Yeah, and they like to call themselves like slop garage pop, which is really cool.
I like slop pop.
Yeah,
slop pop there's something there that's not been used before. Let's do t-shirts.
Yes, exactly. I've been telling them that. The next we have Blake, which is a doom metal band. Some of the first people I ever met in Chicago when I moved here too. Just a really awesome bunch of people who on the outside, sometimes you wouldn't, feel approachable just because they're just so cool.
The cool band Blake.
Yeah, but they're
another T-shirt.
Just really genuine
bumper
people.
sticker, maybe.
Yes, exactly. Also, their lead singer is a really incredible artist.
What's his medium?
There's a lot: paint, graphic design.
Oh, wow.
He's done
I
a lot
need
of
to
like
get his
shirts.
contact info.
His like shirt was featured at Riot Fest, which is kind of a cool
Oh, wow.
deal for somebody who's doing
One of the
that.
best festivals in America, I think.
Exactly. So that's really cool for, I don't know, seeing that they can really get themselves out there and do the work is awesome. I just like hardworking people. And then We Were Invited has been together for only about 9 months. They put out an EP that's really incredible, a sound that I haven't really heard before in the alternative punk core scene. And that guitarist was one of the bands I invited over for that random house show that started my whole interest in it. I just find them to be incredible musicians. I really love them because I really, really, really believe in them. And that's what a lot of people feel.
Where were you when I was in a band?
Here's what I like about this lineup. Here's what I like about this curation. The artists performing today, as we're recording this, not necessarily similar. They're all part of the same scene, yes, but sonically they're different. That's always been the appeal of the Chicago music scene to me, is that diversity of sound, styles, influences, performances. That's what gets me excited when I walk into a live music room like Double Door in Chicago.
That's why we're here today. So, as I said, not a lot has happened with the building, but we're branching out into new ideas, new spaces. So stay tuned. There might be an announcement or two coming in the next couple of weeks. It's going to blow your socks off. James and I are talking about some things as well, and we're also thinking about the Saturday night thing. So weigh in. So we'll see Mac back here again.
Good.
But let's see what these guys sound like. I'm signing off for Sean Mulroney.
Mackenzie Palmer.
And the absent but always missed Peter Bruce.
A man who embodies work hard, play hard.
He does indeed. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Double Door Podcast. It's available on the place you're listening to it right now, obviously, but also everywhere else. If you like what you hear, please let a friend know to subscribe and listen. The Double Door Sunday sessions happen bi-weekly at the new Double Door space at 1050 West Wilson in the Uptown neighborhood of Chicago. You can find out more information by following the Double Door Facebook page or by visiting doubledoor.com.